Murders in the Building may be the best show airing right now, and definitely the best comedy mystery I've seen since Knives Out came out. Steve Martin, the mastermind behind the show's unique atmosphere and premise, said that he was fighting for this story to be made for almost 20 years before Hulu finally subscribed to the idea. And unfortunately, we all know why that was the case. There's a very disturbing and frankly outdated notion still prevalent in Hollywood that people above certain age don't make an appealing or interesting main characters, when in fact it is the age of two elderly characters partnering up with a younger one that makes for the hilarious cadence the show and its main trio has. But of course, actors and characters aren't the only thing that makes this show special. The name of the game is versatility. The series is not only a comedy, but also a mystery. And there are very few mysteries, really old-fashioned detective stories, I enjoy lately on screen. Writers like to skew too far into two directions. Either you make the story and the mystery so overwhelming and insurmountable that your clue gathering becomes a full-time job, or you focus too much on the detective's brilliance and leave nothing from the mystery for the viewer to solve. But the beauty of Only Murders in the Building is that the mystery can be solved without making it too obvious or too hard. Clue gathering becomes entertaining, and the writers make it fair for the viewer. Important information is always there on the screen, buried among the multitude of colorful characters, interesting locations, and fun objects that play a role in the story. And the comedy comes not only in the form of witty comebacks, as diverting as they are, but serves also as a misdirection, steering us away from what's important without making it apparent that they are hiding something. The playful and amusing sequences aren't just there to entertain us, but they also serve the mystery and the story the series is telling. And the vibrant characters make us want to inhabit this world for the entirety of an episode. Grumpy neighbor is never just a grumpy neighbor. A gay guy is not just a gay guy. The policewoman, the boss, the star, and the failed actress all contain multitudes of backstories, connections, and rich personalities that create a web of diverting tales. Also, the location, New York, becomes a separate character in the show. You can tell that the originator of the idea, Steve Martin, really loves this city, its atmosphere, the people who live there, and the urban legends that surround places like New Jersey, old apartment buildings, or Broadway. The show also never misses the chance to play with the genres. They never fully commit to the new formula, but they are confident enough to sprinkle in parts of musical numbers, silent movie segments, or gothic ghost stories. The last one, featured in the latest episode from season 3, has to be my favorite so far. I love the idea of ghosts reflecting the problems, the emotional dilemmas the characters face, the trauma that they have to overcome, and the need or want for being seen and understood. This is the first real breakage in the relationship that emerged between the main three characters. All of their frustrations, disagreements, and issues boil over, and we spend an entire episode in a deep exploration of their individual obstacles and wants. The ghost that haunts the theater is only a symbol of all of the headaches each of them face. In the end, they open the Pandora's box. The ghost is cast out, but they all continue to be haunted. Mabel still can't let go of the case. Oliver remains in the denial about Loretta, and Charles entrenches himself in lonely lifestyle. Only Murders in the Building offers us so much more than just a laugh, even though entertaining us is no small feat nowadays. Comedy gets a bad reputation because of all the mainstream movies that play on cheap raunchy jokes, but when the writers know how to make us laugh and cry at the same time, it feels timeless and cathartic. In the age of stories being treated as products, it's nice to see a show that feels as immersive as old movies I used to watch. And when that story slaps, it really, really slaps.
I mean, if it was simply about getting us caught, the police would be banging down that door. Why am I